just made songs about it, Kanye.
Yeah.
We'd all be behind you. Make bangers, as long as you're making bangers.
Like, we got into Jesus for a little bit because of one of his bangers.
Yeah.
Jesus did walk.
Women danced to a song calling them gold-digging.
You don't think you can get Jews to dance this?
Yeah, we'll dance. It's a new way. Make bangers, Kanye. Get off Twitter.
Yeah. So, not pissed off at all? You didn't care?
I was just like, something's up here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, I asked a crowd about it. I don't read the news. I like just intentionally get away from it for 2 years now. So I'll ask audiences, like, what's going on in the world?
Yeah.
And one of them was like, Kanye's homophobic. I'm like, what did he say? Or not homophobic, whatever the other one is.
The other one.
Anti-Semitic?
Anti-Semitic, yeah. And they were like, he said...
super gay to hate the Jews, dude.
Right? It is super gay to hate the Jews. But I was like, what does that mean? They're like, I think he means his agents. And I was like, oh, I've been saying that for many years. They're your Jews. Yeah, when you're upset, you're like, go talk to your Jews, tell them to get you a break from the road, you know? And even if they're not a Jew, but they're in the Jew arts.
Yeah, exactly.
They're the Jews. So he's just saying, I'm mad at my Jews.
Harry Potter class.
Also known as the dark arts.
It's just like, we're good at being agents. I don't know. We're like, I'll get you some money. Like, sweet. You're good at that. Go get it.
You can say it.
Yeah, I can say it. Exactly. It's not the worst thing in the world to be good at making money.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, who's making that a bad thing?
I think it's, when does it get bad? It gets bad when it's like, you're organizing in a way.
They're taking my money.
Yeah. Well, that was a funny thing. Be better with your money. Fucking Catholics, fucking goys.
I'm loaning your money. I'm not taking it.
But that's the thing we were talking about with when it comes to like the Jews running Hollywood. It's like, well, they haven't exactly made themselves heroes.
Right.
Like, if they do run Hollywood, where's the Jewish superhero?
Yeah, none.
They're still the villains.
Oh, you're right.
Like, Magneto is Jewish, survived the Holocaust, and he's still the bad guy.
Wow, you're right. Holocaust survivor, bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
Because
I
he
didn't even
saw
think
what.
about that.
Isn't
Holy
that crazy?
fuck. Wow.
Like, the Germans put all the cool stuff in him, so maybe there's something
You would
there.
think he would just be like, yeah. You would think he would just be like,
did
let's
give
get
him
revenge on
superpowers.
Germans. But
Yeah.
he's like, let's get revenge on all the
Wait,
goys.
you know his power is to control metal, but is that just like to get the money closer?
money. Because back then, a quarter was
precious
worth
metals, it's gold.
Yeah.
He hides it in his helmet.
It's the most racist. It's the most anti-Semitic character.
That would be the actual Magneto. He's just like, just collecting change everywhere he goes, going by a wishing well. And
Trevi Fallon's just empty.
yeah. Who is this guy? He's like, he's just a shitty superhero.
He's my lawyer, actually.
Dude, that's crazy. That's how they got him to unlock his powers, by moving a coin.
Yeah.
That was the very first thing they made him do.
Holy shit.
is crazy.
I told you that my buddy Paul, when I was in middle school, this kid, I don't want to say his last name, but he was this Peruvian kid, and there was this kid, Howard, this is fucked up, but there was this kid, Howard, who was this Jewish kid, and every day during lunch, we'd go to Subway to get sandwiches, and Paul would put a nickel in the middle of the table. He'd be like, watch, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it, just watch. And Howard come back with his sandwich, and Paul would just stare at him. Just stare. Like, you ever see like someone put a mouse in like a snake cage?
Yeah, and you're just like, yeah.
So there is some, I guess, I don't know, real shit there.
I don't know. I don't think Kanye's doing anything. It's just like overhyped.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, people are like, he's just anti-Semitic. It's like, I'm not seeing it. I don't know. Just
When
never
does it
gonna
become
see
a problem for you? Are you just kind of like numb to all of it? And
He's
if
not
so,
doing
how?
anything. I don't know. He's not doing anything. He's just like expressing a little disinterest. It's like, that's fine. Same thing. Remember Mike Cannon, whatever his name is?
Mike Cannon, our
Not Mike
friend?
Cannon.
No, not Mike
Nick
Cannon.
Cannon. The older one who looks younger.
Mike Cannon does edibles and film specials.
Yeah.
Not anti-Semite.
Yeah. Nick Cannon got in trouble for it too. They tried to take a show. Like, who gives a fuck? What is, it's okay.
Why didn't you get any
wrong.
paranoia? Why, you know?
They're not doing anything.
Yeah.
But it got real bad once. This isn't that bad. It's just a celebrity saying like,
Only
I don't fully
once it
trust
got
these
so
guys.
bad, I thought it.
Yeah, Alex, follow that.
I'm saying, he sounds like a reasonable
Hey,
guy.
Waiting for this take for fucking 3 weeks.
Hey, Al, can't black people say the same thing? It got real bad once.
Yeah, different now.
Yeah.
I think that there is a, like an oppression Olympics that black people and Jews are fighting
No,
For the
Jews
gold
just
then.
got involved.
Kind of winning.
Black people got it.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
That's a hot take.
They're winning in terms of.
The oppression Olympics.
Jews are winning?
Yeah.
No way. Blacks are number
Oh,
one.
come
Blacks are number one because Asians
Stop it.
tried.
Come on.
Asians tried, and then everyone was like, "Shut up, dude. No one cares about you."
Yeah, we weren't buying it from the Asians.
Yeah, more stories about Jews, but blacks have won the
Why is
oppression.
that? Why?
I don't know. I
wonder.
guess
I wonder.
people who write stories
Yeah.
write stories about Jews. I don't know.
Hey, learn how to write.
You think blacks aren't winning the Pain Olympics, the oppression Olympics?
Absolutely not.
Wow, absolutely not.
Absolutely
That's
not.
a wild take.
That's a wild
the
take.
wildest take has ever been on this podcast.
Yeah, I thought.
Kanye just said, y'all run everything.
And he's done.
But he's still here.
He's still fine.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Nothing's
he
off
is.
Where is
Spotify.
He's being talked about nonstop.
All his money is gone.
Not
No,
all.
no, his
Still got
money's gone.
400
All
million.
New
his
income's
deals
gone.
are done. Like, he's done. He's done out here.
I just wonder. I think that's like the amount of people.
NASCAR guy drops the N-word and people celebrate him.
Which one?
Well, that's NASCAR, though. You got to think
NASCAR,
about
it's a different
I'm
world.
just saying.
Well, there's
I'm
not enough
just
black
saying.
people.
Wait,
in
but
NASCAR.
has anybody? You got to have an example of somebody who said something bad about black people who's also done.
I mean, Megyn Kelly is the example I always use. It's like she asked about blackface and then immediately she gets kicked off the air.
And then gets a new show.
No, she has her own show.
No, she's doing her
She
own
produces
thing.
her own show.
Oh, she produced. I
Yeah,
thought she was
yeah,
on
yeah.
NBC.
But
No,
it's not.
she
It's
does-
never either way. It's not easy to go after either one.
I think what it has to do is how many of those people are in the industry. So, for example, like you can't say anything about black people in basketball because even if black people don't own the basketball teams, they run
They
basketball.
run.
Yeah.
Donald
So if you-
Sterling.
Exactly.
Please just don't take as many pictures with black people.
Yo, that was
Crazy.
in a way it's even more racist. Like, don't even be in pictures with them.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing.
That was wild. He was like, "You can fuck him."
Yeah.
He's like,
Nothing
Dude,
on
I-
film.
From a rich white guy, old money country club perspective, he was saying like, I'm progressive, but I
I'm
don't want to deal with
progressive.
my not
My
progressive
friends are
friends.
not going to get
I'm
it.
just trying to-
Yeah.
I just don't want to deal
friends
with
are
their racism.
It's like
You know what I mean?
it's like the gay at Thanksgiving. He's like, "Just say you're my friend." It's fine. You know I love you, babe. Just come on.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's like how many people are in the industry and then you have to respect them. And maybe that's the idea about representation.
No, you know why the industry's hella Jewish?
Why?
It's because you have to operate at a failure level for a while financially. And so, like, if you want to be an agent or a manager, you got to work for it used to be $450 a week, tons of overtime, no overtime pay. So who can live on that? You need someone funneling you money. You need a rich person funneling you money. Yeah, and we had money, so we're able to be like, go follow your dream. Or
Now,
whatever.
is there ever this feeling like, all right, you know, Akash, for example, being a comedian as an Indian, he should be an engineer, he should be a doctor, whatever.
Yeah.
Being in front of the camera, is that looked down upon? Were your parents ever?
No, they just didn't think it would work. They'd be
There's
like,
no
no, that's what a pipe, you know, I'm sure for all of you guys, it's like, you can't do comedy. That's like
Yeah.
a wild, celebrities did comedy. No one we know could do it, you
Yeah.
know? So but once I started making a little money or I got my first commercial, they were all like, oh, sweet.
And they're
Sick.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
feel
what
like,
was- yeah, go.
were your parents different, though? Because you were raised Orthodox.
Well, first I had to get out of that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
What was that like?
We did a little research here. You found the orthodoxy. You're like born again Orthodox.
Yeah, when I was little,
But you started out as just regular.
as like conservative. And then like in
Conservative.
third, fourth grade, my dad's like, let's get religious again.
What were you doing in third grade?
Oh,
they knew
dude,
that.
fucking hookers. I was like, I was fucking giving it to these babysitters, bro. They didn't even know.
No, but what happens in like the fourth grade?
Oh,
Because
so suddenly it's like, oh, hey, remember Halloween? Fucking try to keep a memory of it because we don't do that anymore. It's
Whoa.
pagan.
Wow.
That was the worst one.
yeah, what's the deal with that? I had a Jewish friend growing up, and I wanted to do Halloween with him, and his parents were like, nah, you can't.
That's the
Costumes
worst
are
one.
expensive. It's
I just said dress as a Jew. Like, that's perfect. That's scary in my neighborhood.
Exactly.
They're coming!
They're changing the neighborhood for better or worse. I don't really know.
They're buying up the neighborhood.
Yeah, what's the Halloween thing?
It's pagan, but I remember switching to a religious school and then the teacher asking like I guess Columbus Day. She goes, what's this day? And I was like, you know something? I was like, it's Halloween. And she was like, October 20. And I was like, she's like, no, it's Columbus Day, but also we don't do that. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, we don't do Halloween. It's pagan.
Damn.
Like, what's
You
pagan?
guys have your own Halloween.
Yeah, Purim.
Yeah, right?
It's great. You're supposed to get
But
drunk.
then religious Catholics don't do Halloween.
Really?
What are you talking about?
No, Jehovah's Witness.
We
don't.
break all the rules.
It's so lame because it has nothing to do with religion anymore.
Yeah.
You're not actually
But
worshiping
you're saying like
devils.
you're devil worshiping, or
But that
sort of thing.
orthodoxy is I'm by the book.
By the book, yeah.
So that, you know,
yeah, you can't pick and
definitionally.
choose.
Okay,
It's
so
not
how you
selling.
get out of that? You go to yeshiva.
Went to seminary for a couple of years, and then realized I didn't believe in God.
Why?
And it just wasn't in me. It's just like, why do you not like tomatoes? It's just like, you just think about it, and you're like, it's not in there.
But you were
So-
reflecting. There was a moment where you were just
Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't think I believe in this.
drugs,
It's in the
anything
special.
help?
No, there was this. I wanted to turn off a light on Shabbos once, and I didn't do it, but I was worried about people. It's in the special a little bit, but like people going by my window
Yeah.
in Jerusalem, and I'm like, I'll get in trouble if they see my light go off. But then it just like for about a year, I struggled. I was like, why would I care about the people seeing me? It's not their law. It's God's law.
So he has to take that up with me.
Yeah, that's who I'd fear, not these people. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, maybe I don't really believe in them. Like I always say, like if you're jerking off, like if your dad's in the room, you're not just gonna jerk off. Because he'd be like, what are you doing? Like, oh my God, like I didn't know you were real. Like you're positive he's real, so you don't do it, you know? But like if you weren't sure, you're like, I don't know. Dad, they say, but it's not a real thing, you know?
It had nothing to do with that light.
Yeah, and I just didn't believe in it. So I had to make a hard decision to get out.